Hello everyone and welcome. Hello everyone and welcome to Songwriting 101. My name is Cloudy Galvez and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about mindfulness in songwriting and how we can use different concepts in mindfulness to overcome blocks that we might have as songwriters. So last time we were talking about those kind of mental barriers and how sometimes vulnerability and kind of allowing yourself to go to those emotional spaces can sometimes help you get through and help you get some words onto paper. Whereas this time, we're going to be talking a little bit about gratitude. And as a concept, gratitude is fairly easy to define, right? Gratitude is being grateful for the good things that you have going on in your life. No matter how big or small, I think is the main thing to say there. You know, you might be grateful that the sun's shining today, or you might be grateful that you had a really nice cup of coffee this morning. It hasn't got to be earth-shatteringly life-changing or anything. It just has to be something relative to you. And so there is this practice it's a mindfulness practice and it's surrounding gratitude. And essentially what you do is you take your little journal or you have a little gratitude notebook or whatever it might be, that a place to write it down. It could even be on the notes in your phone if you haven't got any paper, or if you're more digitally minded, could be a little document that you keep on your computer, whatever works for you, basically, is what I'm saying. And you write down the minimum, I think I've seen this, is 3 things. So 3 things that you're grateful for every day. And like I say, focus on the little stuff. You know, did you have a nice walk out in the fresh air and you're grateful for that? Did you have a really good meal and it made you feel full and warm and comfortable? All of these things are things that we can then revisit when we're writing a song. So sometimes you can take inspiration or even directly lift things from your gratitude journal, diary, whatever it is, your gratitude list keeping that you do. And you can take inspiration and lift everything directly from that and put it into your song. Because the more you do these kind of daily gratitude things, the more you realize that the small things in life that you tend to be grateful for are quite relatable. A lot of people would understand the feeling of being really happy because it's sunny, or the satisfaction of that first cup of coffee in the morning. Lots of people understand that. So that then becomes interesting and relatable content that you can put into your songs that allow your audience to connect with the narrative that you're trying to get across. It helps them to connect with what you're trying to say and kind of get into the headspace of this scene that you're trying to set. So it's all valuable stuff, definitely. Now, there's loads of mindfulness practices that we can transfer into songwriting as well. There's not just this one. There is also the idea of a color walk. Now, a color walk is pretty much what it sounds like. You know, you go for a walk and before you go, you pick yourself a color. And then you have to be observant on your walk and notice the things around you that are that color that you've picked. So green would be a good one if you're in a nature space. I can say words. But you know, if you want to have, if you're in the city, maybe you can pick a different color. You know, and you don't necessarily have to think, what's my color and where am I walking? Am I likely going to see a lot of this color? It's more about picking a color that resonates with you and then allowing that color to guide where you go. Some people even use these color walks as, I follow the color. So when you see something that's that color, you walk towards it. And then you look for the next thing of that color and you walk towards that. And that can be great as well because it helps you to notice other little things that you might have overlooked if you weren't paying close enough attention. And so that really is what makes great songs. Because if you are able to notice things that other people might not pick up, then you're going to be able to use your words to create scenes and to create whole worlds for your songs to live in that your audience can really naturally pick up. They can really naturally think, yeah, I know what you mean by that. And they visualize it for themselves, and then they connect emotionally to that song. They connect to your thought process. And that's the whole point, really, isn't it? You write songs to express yourself, and in the hopes that someone out there will connect to what you said. So this idea that all these different mindfulness practices can provide that connection in your songwriting is definitely one that you should be considering next time you're stuck, and next time you're thinking, I'm not a very good writer, I don't know what to put, I can't get my brain in order, or whatever it is that your hang up in songwriting is. Try a mindfulness exercise. The gratitude thing is a great habit to be daily, to be quite honest with you. But maybe try it. Try the color walk. Commit to it for 5 days. I think 5 days is an achievable thing. 5 days, do it every day. And then there'll be a little notebook full of all the things that you wrote down in those 5 days about your gratitude or about your color walk, whichever one you decide to do. There's plenty more if you want to do some research on that as well. But that's 5 days of ideas that you can draw from. So that in itself is an exercise worth doing. But imagine if you did that every day for a year. Imagine how much content there would be. What about 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, your whole life? There is content ideas everywhere. There are song ideas everywhere. You just have to be open to receive them. Okay, that is the end of our class today. A little bit of a lecture, I think, in terms of it's very much me talking and you guys listening. But like I said last time, if you have any questions on this kind of stuff, please do ask me about them. You can hit me up here on the CKNA channels, or you can come along to my personal pages as well. They're all just Cloudy Galvez. But the conversations I've been having about some of this stuff in songwriting and using mindfulness to kind of help that go along, they're really valuable and really important conversations to have, I think. So I'm always open to chat about it more in case that's useful for anyone. And if you didn't see last time, then you can go ahead and rewatch that on the playlist on our YouTube channel, or indeed you can go to our website as well. They're all there and available if you want to learn more. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure talking to you about this. It's something I'm passionate about, as you can probably see as it's coming across. But yes, have a great day, and I will see you next week. Bye.